The Nobel Peace Prize is a heck of a model. So I said, why don't we do that?
My name's Kim Ebert-Colella, and when I was awarded the prize, I was a volunteer for Bryant Montessori, which is an inner-city public pre-K through 8 school in the hilltop of Tacoma.
Well, we know that war is not peace. I may not be able to intelligibly define it, but I know it when I see it.
The work there really started when my son was in kindergarten, and the big tsunami hit Indonesia. And I knew that he knew about it and other kids knew about it, and the trauma research that I know about says if kids can do something in the midst of something, the trauma effects are much less. We did the Tsunami Soap Project, and every kid in the school made 3 bars of soap that we sold and raised $6,000 for tsunami relief. So then 2 years later, my son was at Sunday school and he drew a picture, and when I picked him up, I asked him, I said, that's an awesome picture, and his teacher in our brilliance said, can you tell me about it? And he said, it's a disco party for peace. And I started to laugh, and I said, Sam, I'd go to a disco party for peace. What would we do there? And he said, we would raise money to stop all war. So what's our peace? What's the one thing we can do? So for 3 days, we discussed this. And at the end of those days, he decided he wanted to raise money for children affected by war in Iraq and in Sudan, and to raise peace education money for his school. So we enlisted the help of other children who did artwork, not just at Bryant, but around the city. Different schools got involved. And we had a little auction at the event, and over 400 people came, and people dressed in their disco clothes. Families came and danced disco all night. And at the end of the evening, he'd raised $15,300.25. And so we started a peace program at Bryant. The kids met once a week, and we talked about peace, and we talked about peace on a personal level, on a community level, and on a global level, and what did that look like? The first year we focused on education, and so the kids sold suckers after school on Friday afternoons, organic suckers on the playground, and they did a Penny for Peace campaign, and they raised $8,000 to help build a school for girls in Pakistan and Afghanistan. At the end of that, one of the girls came up to me and said, next year, can we focus on water? I said, awesome. So the next year we focused on water. And so the kids explored how water affects their own body. What happens when we get dehydrated? What happens when we don't drink enough water? How does water nourish us? And then our global project that year was ETA projects. So the students raised enough money to provide water to a village in rural Bolivia. The kids are kids who care about their world on all levels. And I certainly do not give the program all the credit for that, but I do believe it planted seeds. So they're kids who know that they can make a difference, and that if they can see it and believe it, they can make it happen. They're not kids who sit back and just say, well, who's going to do it? You know, they're doing it.